Hi Saggies! Welcome to ProjectFEVtarot and more. I'm Sharon, Intuitive Empath. I'm bringing you guys a special bonus reading instead of doing the second half of May love reads. I am being led by Spirit to give you guys a life reading instead, because it seems there's going to be some pretty challenging energies coming up with all the different transits in Aries, Scorpio, these really intense high energy signs, particularly when it comes to activity, impulsivity, and then the defensive natures of both Aries and Scorpio. The shadow selves and karmic cycles is what's being worked in throughout and worked out as we collectively ascend spiritually. So for some signs in particular, Saggy, not so much yours, except that Jupiter went retrograde in Sagittarius for a Gandanta period of time, and you guys were kind of like, if you didn't know that that was the case about the Gandanta, or what Jupiter in retrograde is in Sagittarius, then you can probably look that up. I am not an astrologer. I have several astrologers, professional astrologers that I work with to kind of get this information, so they keep me abreast of all the changes in the planetary transits, so that I know and understand what energies are coming through. And Spirit's just really coming through. So let's just get into the reading. Okay, so I'm going to do a couple of little shuffles here. I already did a pre-shuffle. Sometimes I get on camera and I feel the energy shift slightly as I connect with whoever the potential audience is going to be. I don't feel like there's anything out of attunement necessarily, but I just feel like Spirit wants a couple more shuffles here. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to let it pop. I'm going to do a classic life spread, which is 10 cards, 5 and 5, to kind of lay out the most recent past, the current basis of the situation, what's happening next, the why it's happening, so the lesson that needs to be learned, and then possible outcome or outcomes, and then advice. Okay, so just hopefully we'll be able to keep it within 30 to 40 minutes of a reading here as I tap into your energy more deeply. There's certainly some things, Sagittarius, that I feel like are going to be out of alignment for you guys. So the challenge is going to be when you drift, coming back. Okay, so you're going to be working on drifting into illusion or fantasy, and then coming back, having to be aware. So awareness and presence is going to be the name of the game for you guys, is what I feel like. I'm struggling to stay focused. I'm struggling to kind of like find the words. So I feel like there's kind of like you're being asked to grow up a little bit, or structure. That's what it is. You're being asked to learn how to structure your life a little bit more solidly, and you're kind of wanting to escape all that and not deal with it. Okay. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Definitely the card of a lack of structure or resistance. Card of resistance. Okay, so there's some resistance on the table here when this is in negative. Not negative, reverse, sorry. Ace of Pentacles reverse. So the most recent past is the Pentacles. So there's something happening in real life, in reality. Reality is asking you to deal with it. And you're kind of like, yeah, maybe, maybe not. I don't know what I want to do with you, reality. Maybe I want to play. Maybe I want to have fun. Maybe I'll deal with you tomorrow. Maybe I'll procrastinate and go do something else instead. Ooh, I got a telephone call from a friend and they want me to go out and do something, and I need to pay this bill. What to do, what to do. So I feel like there's some energies coming through that's kind of making you deal with reality. Facing reality. Spirit, if you don't pick the cards, I'm going to pick them. Are you resisting it that much that you don't even want your reading, Saggy? You don't even want to know? Yes. Oh, that's so true. Here's the answer. The Hermit card. Oh, introspection. damn it. Oh, we didn't want that card to come out. Oh, damn it. Oh, you're heartbroken about this. Whatever this is, you really don't want to, you just really don't want to work through these energies. Four of Pentacles in reverse with the Wheel of Fortune card. It's destiny. It's destiny. It's a cycle. You guys are in the cycle. You're going to have to work through it. No more holding back, no more hanging back. Four of Pentacles is in reverse. It's in the outcome situation for the current basis of the situation. And then you have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay, with the Wheel of Fortune. So the main lesson here is no more playtime, or how to balance playtime with everything else, okay? But this is the player card, conventionally in the Rider-Waite interpretation, the Knight of Wands. It's about playing games. Okay, maybe not taking people in relationships seriously or taking much of anything seriously. Yeah. So you're being pressured by the universe. I'm going to use the word pressured because that's how it's going to feel for you. Not necessarily because the universe places any pressure on anybody. It's like the universe brings these energies through, and you can choose how you reconcile what these energies provide to you in your lessons in your life. But for you, it's going to feel pressure. You're going to feel pressured to make these decisions, okay? And it's going to cause you to go introspective with the Hermit energy and the Nine of Swords in reverse, and you're going to have to redefine, you know, what works, what doesn't work, what's important, what are your priorities. Hangman, okay? Hangman is about looking at things from a different perspective. And then you have two outcomes. Okay, so you have the Judgment in reverse, which means by the end of, okay, so this, I didn't explain to you guys what the period of time is. I'm so sorry. I'm doing so many readings today. I'm forgetting, they're kind of mixing together a little bit. No, it's literally just this scattered Saggy energy. That's how I feel like it is. It's like, oh gosh, yes, that's right. Oh gosh, yes, that's right. Almost like, oh gosh, that's an important thing and I forgot to do it. Oh, yeah, that kind of like changes the whole schematic here and what we're dealing with, okay? So the Judgment card in reverse, this is a Major Arcana card. Anytime for me as a reader, Major Arcana comes up, it means the universe is at play in some way, influencing the situation, and this is out of your control, and it has, you can't choose this, okay? This is like divine timing, the universe is at play. And the Three of Pentacles for me as a reader is about multiplication, amplifying, or adding to. So basically leveling up, making better. It's about building your abundance. Okay, so you're on your way to building your abundance, but you have not chosen what you need to choose. Okay, because the Judgment card is about choice, and it's about choices that leave other choices in ending, okay? So it's about finalization, or the final choices. So you have to come to some finalized choice about what you're going to establish in this next chapter of everybody's lives with the universal energy, okay? You're closing out this cycle for you with the Hangman and the Nine of Swords in reverse. So you are redefining your core belief system about life and yourself in it, okay? Some of you might be coming into a new job or starting a new career path or going to school, learning something new, okay? Sometimes the Three of Pentacles is about taking the old life that you already have, what's already kind of up in the air about it, and then adding to it something new, like school, so full-time job, home life, and then you're adding school. So it's going to feel like you're taking on a little bit more in a very linear way, very materialistic way. Okay, so now we're going to go right back through the reading and talk about the cards and their placements. So Ace of Pentacles with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, this is stagnation. There's a stagnant energy because there's resistance. You're resisting whatever needs to be done regarding focusing on the priorities in a very linear way in your material life, okay? And why you're resisting, or what you're resisting, is the introspection, okay? Going inside yourself to really take the time, the alone time, okay? But you don't want to do that. That's a bummer. That's a drag, man. Okay, that's what it's coming through for me as a reader. Is this Hermit energy is calling you to introspective and some soul searching. And there's something about this that's like, nah, that's going to hurt. It's going to suck. I'm going to have to purge these things because I've been through that before. I've done it. Been there, done that. I don't want to go through that right now. I would rather make other priorities and do other things. Okay? So you're holding back on that. But you're in the closing out of that cycle of the Four of Pentacles energy. So you're not going to be able to hold back any longer. That's why I say you're going to feel pressured. Because this energy is moving through. It's a cycle. It's coming in a destiny, karmic closeout. And it's the Wheel of Fortune, which means the universe is moving everybody in this direction as a collective. And the game is game over, dude. Game over. It's going to require you to look at life from a different perspective, a different point of view, or reevaluate your current core belief system and the way that you've approached life and reprioritize. And it's going to be whatever conclusions you draw as a result of this introspection or lack thereof. If you don't do the introspective work, the universe is going to close out this cycle and you'll passively be playing out the result of your decision, which could result in abundance or karma. Another karmic cycle because you didn't learn the lesson. Okay, so which one do you want? But it's decision time. Okay, so you have the universe working with you, calling you to this introspection, saying, dude, do the work, deal with the situation, and you'll have manifested some type of abundance for yourselves. If you resist it, you'll go back through the karmic cycle. Okay, so let's get clarity on the Hermit card, because I think we're pretty clear about the stagnation and the reality of everything. Chariot, yeah. Lack of movement towards this. But this is also the universe at play. It might actually be a lesson in disguise about priorities. Because procrastination is a way of manifesting your resistance to prioritize important things. And the subsequent Five of Swords. Okay, yeah. This you got to work out of this Five of Swords energy. Everybody's working through this Five of Swords energy, okay? This is egocentric pursuit. This is I want, okay? And that's okay, except that we're being called collectively to level up together here and mature in what we desire to manifest in the world, because we got to fix some of the stuff that this I want. Okay, this is the ego card. This is a selfish mentality, selfish pursuits where it serves you and not the greater good, or it serves you only and not your partner, or it serves you and not your family. Okay, this is very self-serving, egocentric energy. The Five of Swords. Okay, so you're being worked through that energy in your cycle as well. Four of Pentacles in reverse, please, Spirit. Okay. Four of Pentacles in reverse is clarified with the Nine of Wands in reverse. You're going to work really, really hard to resist this. As a matter of fact, you're going to put just as much effort into resisting it where I want to say more effort into resisting it than actually surrender, with the amount of effort that surrender would be. So whatever you would have to work through emotionally, your resistance factor is actually making it worse. You're making it harder on yourself and you're standing in your own way, is what's coming through. Yeah, 10 of Cups. You're standing in your own way. You're making yourself miserable with this process, okay? So don't get down on the universe. The universe is here to help you work through this cycle and quit with the game so that you can actually manifest a deeper sense of happiness. Fulfillment is what's the word coming through. Fulfillment. And then we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. Okay. So, oh, interesting. We have the Nine of Swords in reverse twice. Okay, so this is going to be a very persistent energy. I still didn't even clarify. Oh my God. So from here until the end of May, all the way to the end of June. Okay, so 6 to 8 week period of time is where these energies are going to be playing out with these transits. Saggy, come on, refocus, dude. Okay, so we've got like 9 of Swords is here with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so it's like it's going from the 7 of Swords up and amping up to the 9 of Swords, and the 9 of Swords stays through 2 different cycles. Okay, so you have your Wheel of Fortune, get over the games cycle with this energy, where you're still clarifying and still searching for your truth. And then the universe is going to kind of bring some type of circumstance around that you're going to be flipped upside down on your head. And it's going to be kind of like a, oh, what the hell just happened? And you're going to have to view this from a different perspective and reconcile through to the finalization in this energy, okay? So with the 9 of Swords, we've got the 4 of Cups, okay? So this is about reevaluating your actual value system, okay? And then redefining what is really important to you and getting real clear and real serious about that, okay? Finding your absolute truth and really working through that King of Swords energy with the Hangman, okay? So I feel like the King of Swords, he's business, man. King of Swords is business. He's logic, he's thought, he's not very free-spirited, he's not a lot of creative ideas, and he's certainly not about playtime. Okay, King of Swords, he is cool, calm, collected, even-keeled, has a plan, and he is methodically carrying it out to fruition. So I feel like whatever happens in your situation, in your life, with the Hangman, okay, so you're Saggy, kind of hanging out, doing your own thing, and then all of a sudden, whoop, something happens, and here's the King of Swords energy that you're going to be kind of, I want to use the word thrust, pushed. Okay, because that's kind of a theme for you, like you're going to be pushed because you're resisting every single one of these transitions through the entire cycle here, okay? So 3 of Pentacles is Temperance, okay? So you're going to have to learn balance if you want to create abundance. You're going to have to learn temperance, which is balancing your emotions with your needs. Okay, so how do we say this, Spirit? What are we working to balance here with Saggy? Saggy, you're learning to balance your absolute needs. Okay, everybody needs to eat, right? But you don't need to go out to eat. You can prepare your own food. You can take responsibility for that and prepare your own food to save money. But I don't know, I don't feel like that's a valid example, but it's the one that came to the top of my head, so we'll run with it because it states the point clearly. Stop. And then Judgment. Clarity on the Judgment card, please, Spirit. Give Sagittarius some clarification for Judgment. The Hangman. You guys are just going to resist. Okay, so in order to reach your conclusion about how to restore balance, you've got another flip coming with the Hangman. So you're going to feel spun out. By the end of June, you're going to feel just totally spun out. I have a feeling like the universe is going to have to whoop you into shape. Okay, this is going to be the school of hard knocks for Sagittarius until the end of June. It's going to be a whirlwind. That's what I'm getting. A whirlwind of what the hell? What the hell? That's what I get. Like, what the hell? What the hell? What the hell? I thought I was, what the hell? Yeah, I can't even with you, Saggies. I don't know how you're going to get how are you going to get Hangman twice from 2 different decks in the same damn cycle? Like, seriously? Okay. Okay. All right, advice. Okay. Spirit's bringing forth an extra special. Self-sufficiency. Okay, there are many ways to have codependence manifest in your life. So it's not just about somebody doing for you the things that you can't do for yourself or don't do for yourself. This is sometimes even denying that you have needs at all so that nobody has to address them. So then you just go without. And you try to delusion yourself into believing that you can actually live like this, because up until now you have in some way actually lived like this, but you've been walking the razor's edge. And where Sagittarius is normally naturally fortunate and they're like cats and they always land on their feet, I feel like this time around you might land on your feet, but it's going to be a broken ankle. There's going to be something, some karma or some situation that's going to either push you into the I'm going to learn this lesson the hard way, or I'm going to learn this lesson the hard way. But either way, Saggy, you're learning the lesson. The ultimate self-sufficiency is relying on God. It doesn't mean hiding in a cave and saying, I don't need people. Instead, it's saying, God is my source, and I am willing to receive all the help, love, and support that wants to come. Okay, so isolation isn't the answer. You guys, maybe that's what this, you're not going to be able to isolate because you're going to be sprung. Something's going to happen with this hangman that's going to, you know, it's going to be like, nope, ta-da, can't, because I'm flipping you on your head twice. Okay, it's not like the hangman came out and then the hangman came out in reverse. No, the hangman came out because this dude went and spun all around here with the King of Spades or the King of Swords, and then did it again over here with the Judgment card. Two, like, you guys are like doing triple axles over here or something. I don't even know. Toe pick. Well, Saggy, I hope that helps. No, we're not done yet. Oh my gosh. I'm going to have to really like meditate back into my own energy after this. You guys are just kind of like tra-la-la-la-la-la, healing. Okay, here's your advice card. 29. Oh goodness, save this reading so that you can reference it over the course of the next 8 weeks. The frequency of healing supports our intrinsic ability to restore our health and wholeness by consciously using the information that comes to us through our senses and harmonizing everything accordingly. Healing literally means to make whole. It refers to the process of restoring health to something or someone that is unbalanced, diseased, or damaged. And I feel out of balance. I think I said that in the beginning. Like, you guys, there's something that feels out of alignment or out of balance. For us to reach or maintain a state of health, you're so incredibly out of balance that you cannot default to autopilot. That's what's coming through with this. I was just given, let me talk you through it. I was just given a vision of somebody driving down the highway, and then they want to just sit back and relax and let the wheel do its thing, but because the balance and the alignment is off, the car is veering way off course, and the only way to maintain the car on course is to hold tightly to the steering wheel and take more control, be diligent, because the maintenance on the car was not performed. So now you have to work harder in another way instead of just taking care of things, okay? So because you didn't take care of things as they came up, and there's some gross neglect on this journey, on this road trip now, you're having car issues, and it's requiring you to maintain your diligence in order to proceed without crashing the car. Wow, that sucks. Our physical, mental, spiritual, and emotional bodies have to harmoniously work together, and this requires clear communication and awareness of all the information that our sensory system is providing us. So far, we have recognized sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch as the 5 senses that provide this feedback. In the new energy, we are invited to add our intuitive perception as the 6th, which complements this profound and essential feedback system as well. I really feel like that's what this introspection is. that some of you guys are denying is working through this soul-searching hermit energy, is about getting in touch and in tune with listening and trusting your intuition. And Saggies, I don't think that you necessarily have too much of a problem with that per se. I don't know that you necessarily listen to it. Okay, maybe you hear it, but you don't take heed to what it's telling you in a timely fashion. Let's put it that way. Okay, so what is this saying? Because it's saying health and I'm like confused. Ah, here we go. Numerology, 9, 10, 11. This is 29, right? Healing. Why do I feel like the latter part of this doesn't even connect? Like there's a disconnect even in what it's saying. 9, 10, 11. Because it says in numerology, the number 12 is considered a 3. 9, 10, 11. Right? 9, 10, 11. Where did we get 12? Okay, you guys are seeing this. 29, 29, 9, 10, 11. Okay? And it says, where is it? In numerology, the number 12. Where did we get 12? Because the numerology on this would be 11, 9, 10, 11, and that would be a 2. It says, well, we'll read it because it did jump out at me. So let's just read it and we'll go with the flow of it. Maybe that's what it is. It's the hangman coming through already. Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, you think the book is going to go just the way that you think the book is going to go? No, you're going to unearth a massive typo, but it's specifically there for your benefit. Okay, universe. The number 12 is considered a 3, a catalytic number, indicating that all aspects of our lives can harmonize together to support our natural, radiant, healthy state. However, when you talk about catalysts, most times when you talk about, chemical changes in catalysts, like an acid-base neutrality, it's a pretty, and in this case we've got fire and water elements playing out in the transits of Scorpio and Aries. Both Mars ruled, mind you. One's a water element and one's a fire element. So I feel like, Saggies, you might actually reach like a, what do they call that, a pressure cooker? That you guys might actually reach almost like a cataclysmic event with the pressure cooker, and the lid might just pop off of this thing. Woo! I hope that's helpful to somebody out there. Oh, thank you guys for tuning in. Click like, subscribe, of course share the video with all your Saggy friends and let them know how much they're going to be looking forward to the next 6 to 8 weeks. Leave comments below as the 6 weeks play out. See what kind of energies tend to resonate with the video too, okay? If anything correlates. Thanks you guys as always. Namaste.